Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 66.
60.
Almost.
Order 66.
Run.
No. If only you had the button. If only we thought of that so much earlier.
Ultimate power.
Oh, we don't have that, eh? Oh, I thought of a new button, and I thought it'd be really funny, and then I listened to a podcast, and they did it.
Oh, they stole
What
your
was
bit
it?
out of your mind.
So you know how we always stumble over words?
Yeah.
I was going to play the reading, writing hotline. 1, 3, double.
Oh, my God.
But I was listening to a podcast the other day, which I haven't listened to in forever.
Yeah.
And they did it.
Bless.
That's a plane. They're back.
They're back.
I'm one of your hosts, Braden Dixon, joined, as always, by the wonderful Alex Lamb.
That's me.
The
What's
wonderful Michael Herman.
Hello.
And the wonderful Steph Rillo.
Hello.
up? So, what did we tell you about wearing hats on the show?
Michael's got a backwards cap. I completely forgot. Let's be real.
We're also going to be joined by another person soon, are we not? Alex, would you like to
Today?
share that?
Not today, but
Not today.
Soon.
but would
Oh,
you
yes,
like to share
sorry.
that?
Last episode, we did say Jacob would be on the next episode. Here we are. But that's because we decided to do one this week, get all the boring shit
Do a
out of the
normal
way.
episode.
Do a normal one, get all the boring shit out of the way, and then do the Jacob episode, which will be coming out next Tuesday. So this time next week.
Are we getting a week off?
Yeah, because we're away.
Oh, we're away, of course. We're going on a little
MMT
trip
holiday
too.
minus
It's gonna be
Michael.
great.
You'll pop down.
I'll come down.
Okay.
Yeah, get out of work.
Especially when
quit your job.
you know we get-
This is my first week back.
especially when you know we got Finchka.
Finchka.
Finchka, the Swedish game.
Yeah, the one with the
Yeah,
things
I've never
we
played that
at
before.
Black Point.
I'll be there.
Yeah,
I thought
exactly.
you were talking about like a small Swedish child called Finchka.
Hold on,
I was
that
like,
seems
what?
like it
Brother of
requires.
Faker.
It seems like it requires like athletic
It's so
prowess
fun.
or something.
In
Was it like horseshoes?
No, it's like
I don't know.
a
I'm
piece
not
of
good
wood.
with anything
It's
Like
a
a
piece of
wooden
wood.
cylinder, and you've got like 12 numbers, and you have to throw them, and you have to earn points by throwing them and hitting certain numbers.
Yeah.
It's like Swedish bowling.
Okay.
All right.
While I Google that, take us over to the news, Alex.
Sure, I will do that. Just give me 1 second. Just
Every
give me
time.
1 second. Whoa! Oh! This week in movie news. Wow, movie news. Oh, I'm shocked by that movie news. Okay, Steph, I've heard your issues. You don't like how long it is. Let's try speeding this up then. Whoa! Oh! This week in movie news.
Oh my God.
I'm shocked by that movie news. That was an interesting one. Thank you. There's so much movie news here. Wow! I hope we can get all this movie news done. I'm not really feeling that one. What about you, Michael? Are you feeling it?
No.
Thanks for answering, Michael. Anyway, let's try to give this a more modern approach.
It's even longer than the first one now.
Welcome to the movie news, bitches. What classics are Hollywood remaking now? Stay tuned for all the goss about the lives we wish we had. Now, let's get ready to blow the roof of this motherfucker. No. God damn it. We lost the movie news jingle. How are we going to get it back? All the work that I've done. Oh, what?
How much work did you put into that?
Oh my God! So
What happened?
we're now getting like a weird plot line where we're seeing
That was an epic.
the movie news jingle go through like
Stay tuned for episode 2 next
There were
week.
arcs in that movie jingle.
What happened?
That took me on a ride.
podcast inside a podcast.
And
That was
Alex,
interactive as
it
well.
was
Like, I got
3
asked the
times
question.
longer than the original jingle.
What? I don't know what happened with that. Sorry.
You put
my
in far too
God.
much work into that.
This is
but
what happens
that
when he
was
doesn't have
very
exams.
funny.
You know what? I've had a feeling you've been doing a lot of secret stuff, and I know some of it's to do with like an episode with Jacob coming up, but that was gold.
Luckily, I didn't press that button when I was messing around with them before.
Oh, it wasn't there.
Alex
Oh, you only just added it?
Yeah, it's-
Okay.
I couldn't-
I was
Oh, that's
pushing
why you were
you.
jumping screens because you just added it.
Yeah.
I was pushing you to reveal, like, to tell me what your little secret was, and you would. I'm glad you didn't. I'm glad you didn't because that was actually pretty priceless.
Yep.
That was
Well,
good.
ladies and gentlemen at home, please let us know what you think of Alex's adventures in the movie news jingle. I'm sure we'll be back to that next week.
You want to hear it again?
No.
Oh,
Do
no.
not
God, no.
accidentally hit
It
that.
needs to be louder.
Okay.
It does a little bit.
Good
No, it
God.
doesn't.
All right, we are going to
We
jump
are-
straight into some news
Very
here.
sad news, actually. We're
Very
totally,
sad news.
Totally changing the tone.
Yeah, very different tone to everything that we just did. But we've had a couple people leave
few.
us, unfortunately. Kelly Preston was last week found passed away due to her breast cancer. She was 57. If that name does sound familiar to everyone here, you might know her for her roles on Jerry Maguire, For Love of the Game, Cat in the Hat, Sky High, What a Girl Wants, Twins, and most recently her appearance in Gotti from 2018 alongside her husband, John Travolta.
Well, she lived in Adelaide for a few years and went to Pembroke High School. So
Yeah, which is crazy. So yeah, she passed away. And then also, more recently as well, Naya Rivera, who everyone would know as Santana from Glee.
Indeed.
She, unfortunately, is also found passed
she
away.
heroically saved her son
Yeah.
as her last.
Which is huge. I highly recommend everyone
just
go and look
tragic.
that up because like it's
It's been
horribly
something that's been
sad.
going on for
a couple of days now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
six
5
days.
days now.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then as well
Today.
like fresh off the press, Grant from Mythbusters.
It's my favorite one
Brain
too.
aneurysm.
Yeah, just horrible. Like the most like unexpected thing you can
Yeah.
kind of have.
Like when I opened the art, like because I didn't see an article, I saw Adam's post about it. I think, and full well explaining, complications due to COVID. I was like, oh no, it wasn't. It was something completely like undetectable or
Yeah.
anything.
It's
2020
that's the scary thing.
sucks.
yeah, this
I
year
know.
is really
Right? Three in
the
how many?
worst.
Like 3 in a week.
Yeah, and
That's
that's
a
not
week.
even like, it's just not even.
Like not even Ian Holm, who we lost this year.
Yeah.
Enrico Morricone, who we lost the other week.
Let me talk about the Bryants from earlier this year as well.
yeah. It's best not to think back to most of
But
this
yes,
year.
Mythbusters is something I love.
Yeah, you grew up
I've
watching
watched
it.
that way too much.
Yeah, it was one of those things that was just always on TV no matter what.
And it was something that always got put on in science class when we had nothing else to do.
Hell yeah. So
I like the Breaking Bad episode.
Yeah, so did I.
That is great.
I haven't seen it.
All of us here, obviously, for those affected by their passing and everything, like we wish them all the best and everything. And with that, we're going to jump over to regular movie news. So everyone, chirp up a little bit.
Yep.
Stiff up a lip.
I can
Here we
play
go.
the theme again.
No.
No,
Please
that's
do,
fine.
God,
Thank
no.
you.
Matt Reeves, he's developing a spin-off for his The Batman, starring Robert Pattinson.
I think sorry to cut in.
No,
I
go
think
for it.
before we start developing more stuff around this Batman film,
We need the Batman film.
We need the Batman film. We need to see if it's actually good.
Yeah.
When's that supposed to come out?
We need to
Next
know.
year.
We need to know if this world is worth exploring in a spin-off TV show.
Because that's why Justice League went.
Yep. So this is it's going to be for HBO Max. It's apparently going to be about the Gotham PD, and it's set before the Batman. So I mean, like,
Fly lower, why don't you?
yeah, these planes are
But is
loving it.
anyone
Hey?
going to care?
So basically,
Unless
also
you're, like,
just-
really into the universe,
just
it
quickly,
doesn't sound appealing.
It's also got the Boardwalk Empire creator Terrence Winter. He's overseeing it as well.
Okay. I've never watched that show, so
I want to ask people: anyone here watch Gotham?
no.
I watched the first 3 episodes when it came out.
Yep, that's fair enough. So
That's
basically,
as far as you need to get.
what it seems like they're trying to do
Actually,
here.
yeah, we've had shows about this.
Yeah, what it seems like they're doing here is they're going, hey, we're doing a show about Gotham PD. And it's like...
We had one of them.
We had Gotham. We had like 5-6 seasons of Gotham.
And like apparently
Oh,
everything
there was that
after.
many.
Yeah, apparently like it got really good.
It apparently did get really good. It had like an Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. type thing. Where
Yeah.
like
I
it
never
got really
watched that
good.
anyway.
Yeah. But what they're saying is whereas Gotham was more focused, suddenly became more focused on like the origins of all the wacky villains and stuff. This one is literally just going to be a cop show.
Okay.
But set in Gotham.
Yeah.
I don't think I like the idea.
Yeah,
It's-
it's got to do something different to make it. It's going to be weird because it's either going to be like what Gotham was,
Yeah.
or it's going to be like every other cop show. So
Yeah.
it needs to find something that makes it unique,
So it's sounding like it's just going to be any other cop
like
show.
NCIS.
Yeah.
Can
NCIS Gotham.
No, I want a CSI Miami Gotham style.
I mean, Gotham is
Miami
more
Vice,
unique of a
Gotham-
city than,
Gotham Vice.
Gotham Vice.
say,
Yep.
wherever the hell NCIS and whatever is set. Like,
Well, it depends
Gotham
which one,
is a
'cause
unique
there's, like,
city.
LA.
Depends which Gotham we
I
get though.
haven't seen
There's
it.
been so we don't even know what version of Gotham he's doing.
Yeah,
Yeah, true.
it's
That's
like
true.
we've in more recent years we've literally had like, all right, cool, we've got Joaquin Phoenix's Joker,
New York
the
Gotham.
crazy massive New York Gotham,
Brooklyn style.
We've had across the pond from Metropolis
in
in
Batman v
the
Superman.
DCEU. Like what they,
We
what are
had
they
whatever
gonna do?
Nolan was doing. Real
Yeah.
world Gotham.
I guess we
Yeah.
won't find that out until we see the Batman.
So we have to wait for this movie to come out
Yeah.
and see if it's any good. Hopefully we get a trailer at some point.
Yeah, well, they stopped production.
Yeah, I know, but like, hopefully we get something like a little tease.
Some pictures or something.
I'd like more pictures.
Tell you what movie I'm not excited for. This is Uncharted.
Oh yeah, that's
What's happening now?
Have we told you about Uncharted? Do you know the casting for Uncharted? How Mark Wahlberg's playing Sully?
Oh no.
Oh, I think I remember you saying, because I remember this is early days of the podcast when I rocked up to your house
Sorry.
party and we're watching. You were watching the fan. Was it like the
Oh,
fan
yes.
films with Nathan Fillion?
Oh my god.
Yeah, he's going to be, hey, Nathan,
Yeah. Hey Nathan, come over here.
come over here. Say,
No, Sully's
say,
gonna
smoking a
have that.
cigar.
say hello to your mother for me.
Yeah.
He's gonna have that
Did you
sort
know I
of
was in-
deeper voice.
Did you know I was in Boogie Nights?
I gotta say, Tom Holland did share a photo of him training.
He looks ripped.
He looks,
But I don't
ripped as
want
hell.
him, even him as Nathan Drake, I'm like, no.
Yeah, it's still weird.
Nathan Fillion.
Just do Nathan Fillion.
It's very.
You guys
weird.
got very lucky making the dude look like him.
Yeah, honestly. Jumping into the next thing, Disney making another
Live action.
Peter Pan.
Did you guys ever watch that one?
Yes,
as a
I
kid?
did.
The one's like, I do believe in fairies.
Yeah.
Oh my
Is
god.
that the live action
Hell
one?
yeah.
Yeah, that was sick.
It was
now,
great.
was that Hook?
No,
Or was
No.
Hook's with Robin Williams.
Hook was
Yes.
the
Williams.
Hook
This one was just called Peter Pan.
80s,
All right, I have
90s.
seen them both. I
Yeah.
was just
Yeah.
not sure which one that was from.
I do believe in
Peter
fairies.
Pan,
I do.
the live action
I
one.
watched that in theaters.
That was really good.
I don't remember
Yeah.
that one. I remember the card. No, actually, no. Is it like is it like a blonde kid that plays?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Now I
Yeah.
do remember it. Then.
Yeah.
There we go. As soon as I started saying no, I haven't seen
Yeah.
it. I pictured Peter Pan.
Oddly
in my
looks
head.
like he wants to fuck all the kids.
Oh, 100%. Like majority of like 8 to 14-year-old girls who watched that film were like,
had a crush. on
Peter.
I can confirm.
Poiter.
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 Peter Pan.
So yeah, they're doing another one. It's apparently going to be called Disney's Peter Pan and Wendy. And it's eyeing Jude Law to play Captain Hook.
Yo, Jude Law needs to get out of these
Disney properties.
Just franchises.
Yeah,
he's in
that's true.
Fantastic Beasts.
And then it dropped like a bomb.
Yeah, and then he did. No, this is the second one, isn't it? But I mean, he's in Sherlock Holmes. He can stay on that.
Yes, please just do
I
the
like
third
Jude
Sherlock
Law.
Holmes.
He
I
can
like
do
Jude
Law's
good.
great.
Jude Law in the Sherlock Holmes movie is great.
Yeah.
Him as Watson.
Jude Law's excellent. He just, unfortunately, has been cast in some very rough franchises.
You know, he did the best he could with Captain Marvel.
Captain
He was just
Marvel.
a generic villain in Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
Captain Marvel.
Oh well.
Yep, bless. But in exciting news for Star Wars fans, those of us that remain, we are getting.
I like Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah, we know, Alex. We know. It's okay. Star Wars is getting a new animated show, and it's set to release in 2021. Today, Lucasfilm announced that a new Star Wars animated series, The Bad Batch, is coming next year.
Huh.
It's a Clone Wars spin-off.
I'm going to talk about something. I did not like the Bad Batch episode from this season.
That's fair.
I thought it was definitely one of the weaker ones. Wasn't the worst episodes. The worst episodes were the ones where Ahsoka went off with these two random sisters, and it was just really weird.
So I'm presuming Bad Batch is like a group of clones.
They're a group of clones.
But they're not like badasses. They're just like, they kind of are. Like they are. But the joke is that they all look like.
They're all like kind of fucked up clones.
The ones that Braden nailed it. Fucked
Yeah,
up
yeah.
ones.
Oh, apparently there was a thriller back in 2016 that had Jason Momoa called The Bad Batch. And Keanu Reeves and Jim What? What is
I
this
remember this
film?
movie's awful.
Is it?
It's real
It
bad.
doesn't look that great.
Yeah, it's got like a 47% Rotten Tomatoes. Random.
Very
Anyway,
random.
yeah, they've been chosen for a spin-off purely because they survived and are now in the era set straight after Clone Wars. Okay. And then they have cool character designs. That's about it. So with that, we got some trailers.
We did.
We did
A
get some
few.
trailers. Now I want to hear what Alex thinks of the 20 seconds we saw of Halloween Kills.
Yeah, hey, doesn't it just look like they? It's like it doesn't look like anything new. It just looks like
It looks
an
like
extended.
It could have been cut from the last shot of the film.
last movie.
Oh no.
Do we see
I don't know, I'm
much
re-
with Michael in it?
No, oh, he's waiting outside the house,
Okay.
so he escapes.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
we
obviously, we all
obviously
knew
knew
that.
that.
Yeah. The whole point of this trailer being that
He's back.
they're escaping and the fire trucks are coming.
Yeah, the fire
and they're
trucks and
like
ambulance
wailing
coming.
for them to stop.
They're like, yeah, he's a monster.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
they don't even. They're not even sure if he's dead.
Yeah.
Like that's how unconvinced they are. But what I want to talk about is like every movie I've been excited for this year, most of them, delayed
Yeah.
whole year.
Yes.
Yeah. Whole
Again.
year. People are just going, yeah, no, we're giving up on having any hope for this year.
You want to see? I've gone through my top 10 anticipated of
Oh,
the one I
no.
did at the beginning of the year.
Oh.
Oh.
It's sad.
Oh, no.
Are you ready?
Yep.
I'm not. Sorry.
Okay.
I'm here. We're
Oh,
here.
man.
We're good.
Man, I can't believe Black Widow was on there. And
It wasn't actually.
Yeah, I know. That's the
So
joke.
all of them have been delayed. right?
them?
All of them, but some of them are still not even coming out this year.
Yep.
So my number one most anticipated movie, Ghostbusters.
Yep.
Boom, next year.
2021.
New Mutants. New Mutants still has number 2 was New Mutants.
I know,
I
but
really want to see this movie.
New Mutants, this is its 5th or 6th release date.
Yeah, it's got a new one.
Yeah, I know.
What's the new one?
Don't know.
It's just...
I stopped looking.
Yeah, I have stopped paying attention. When that film is advertised as in cinemas, then I will go see it.
So number 3 was Bill and Ted Face the Music.
Yep.
Which is still looking like it's
we
still coming
are
out.
Getting.
We don't know because America can't get their shit together.
Yeah, America's falling apart.
Number 4 was Tenet,
Yep.
Yeah.
which I can't cut my hair until I see.
Yep. Keeps
No,
getting pushed.
it's just it's got its own ecosystem at this point. I think.
Oh, it's not horrible yet. It's not. It hasn't reached that point where it's horrible.
In the Heights,
In the Heights, yep. That's
pushed back a whole year.
2021.
It's a shame.
No Time to Die, which has been pushed back to November.
Damn it.
Oh, okay, yep.
Yeah. But that could,
Halloween.
But that could be pushed.
Halloween,
back more
yeah,
again.
obviously, 2021.
Like all of these could be pushed back more.
Yeah.
Free Guy, which was Free Guy's meant to be out by now.
Oh, man, I forgot that was
Which one
coming
was that
out.
one?
That was the Ryan Reynolds
Oh,
one.
that's the Ryan Reynolds one. Yeah, yeah.
Video game one.
Yeah.
Coming to America 2.
Yeah.
Oh.
Looking like it's still coming out at the end of this year, but we don't know. And
Fingers
then last, but definitely not least, the key to my heart, Fast and Furious 9.
2021.
Where's the French Dispatch?
Behind Fast and Furious 9.
Oh,
Cheeky little number 11, honorable mention there.
Yeah.
that's been pushed back too, hasn't it?
Everything's been pushed
Everything
back, my
has
guy.
been pushed back. There's nothing coming out.
We need movies. We need them now.
Less.
But anyway,
I do enjoy the old films being played at the cinema, though.
I do too.
Yes.
We're gonna
cool.
we're gonna miss that when everything gets back on
I was
track.
going to say Empire Strikes Back being in the top of the box office for the first time since the re-release in the 90s.
Oh yeah.
It's amazing. Alex, have you watched this Boys Season 2 trailer?
Yeah.
How's it looking?
It looks alright. It looks pretty
alright.
good. I didn't grasp. I know that everyone wants them dead. The boys, that is. Am I the only one here that's watched all of the boys?
Never heard of it.
Yeah.
You've watched all of it.
I'm the boys correspondent. Yeah, no, it looks good. I'm interested to see what happens.
Alex, tell us about these boys.
Yeah, what is it?
They're boys.
They're super boys.
Tell you that. Not all of them.
Well, they've got powers.
No, actually, the boys don't.
Oh, really?
No, they. I think maybe 1 or 2 of them have powers.
Oh.
But
How
yeah.
old are these boys?
Carl Urban's one of the boys.
Who?
Carl Urban.
I
So
don't
they're
know.
Carl
Do you
Urban
not know
age.
who Carl Urban is? You.
Steph, I'm going to pull up Carl Urban for you. I
I'll
just want to see the
probably
shock
know
on your
him once
face.
once I see
Steph,
who he is.
it's hard not to make fun of you.
That's what the guy. That's the knockoff. That's the knockoff guy from the movie we watched today. That's who he looks like. I'll tell you right now.
He does not. Anyway,
As soon as he came on, I'm like, is that the guy that we watched in the foreign film?
What, Steph, you never
anyway.
watched Dread?
No. I
Lord
don't
of the
know this man.
Rings?
I don't know this man at
Thor
all.
Ragnarok.
Yeah, he's
I know
Thor
it's Thor
Ragnarok. He's the
Ragnarok.
bald
He's
guy.
the guy with the shake weight.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's the guy-
Helen's right hand man.
He does all the
Oh,
prop
okay.
comedy.
Sorry, I don't recognize him from
That
that.
one thing in heavy
Lord
makeup.
Lord
Yeah.
of the Rings. He's in Lord of the Rings.
He's
is he?
Kiwi. Of
Big
course,
Kiwi-
he's in Lord of the Rings.
He's in Lord of the Rings. I just watched them all.
Cheap flights.
What's his name? I don't know his name. It's like Ilwin or Ilwin. He's
That's every Lord of the Rings name.
yeah, he's cool. He's
Bless.
sick. He's the
Alright.
one that comes in with Gandalf to
on
the
him.
Battle of Helm's Deep. In the
Ah,
Two
cool.
yeah.
Good.
And then we
So
got...
they're men.
remember
That's
that.
what the point I'm trying to make here
His helmet.
is that the boys are men.
Yeah, they're men.
Okay.
Boys to men.
Boys to Men, the series. But yeah, and then we also got a Umbrella Academy Season 2 trailer.
I haven't watched this
Haven't
yet.
seen it.
Looks fucking nuts. Like, straight up, it's like set in like the 60s, I want to say.
That's
Like 50s, 60s.
When they've gone back in time.
They've gone back in time. Each of them are off just living their own lives. And I think it's Five who is the
Time traveler
the
one.
time traveling teleporting kid.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh, cool, we're fine." And then he realizes that they've brought the like apocalypse back with them in time. So now they
Glad you made
also
it.
have to like fix a bunch of shit. And like the really great guy who is like a bit of a druggie and speaks to dead people, like has a cult and stuff. Like it looks
It looks insane.
bonkers. And there's a great version of a song sung by Gerard Way, who worked on the whole thing. I reckon that should take us over to...
We're going to bring it back.
we're going to take it over to some foreign correspondence. Yes, we've got Alex and Steph on the line here. Alex,
back.
Steph.
Hello.
Where in the world? Where in the world is Carmen San Diego? Was that an attempt at German?
Yes.
It was.
Yeah.
Attempt.
All right, Steph, where were we this year?
We
Is
were
he having
in...
guests
This
already?
week.
Well, I mean, really, we haven't done it in a while, have we?
It's been a
Been
bit.
a minute.
The Academy Award-winning film, The Lives of Others from
you say
2006.
the German name.
Otherwise known as Das Leben der Anderson.
Der
Oh,
Anderson,
ja.
and
Ja,
Anderen.
das Leben.
Anderen?
There's no
Oh, there's no S.
Hello.
Sound like
so
Uda
close,
from The
so close.
Simpsons.
Don't make me run. I'm full of chocolate.
God damn.
So yes,
Hello.
we watched this movie. It's a long boy, 2 hours and
It's not long. It's 2 hours and 19 minutes. That's not long.
yeah. I mean,
When
no,
was it
but
made?
it was long for a
2004?
subtitle.
So
Probably
it's
one of the
long
longest
then.
subtitled films we'd seen.
Yeah.
How long's Parasite?
And
5 hours.
Braden and Michael came in for the last
epic.
5 minutes.
I saw
Yeah.
that the last minute.
All right,
Michael
fine.
saw the final
Shot.
minute, the last scene, setting,
Now-
and I saw the last little bit.
The movie is about it's when Germany was it's set in the 80s when Germany was separated into East and West Germany.
Okay.
East Germany being the communist, the socialist one.
Yep.
Right?
The fun German.
And the the fun Germany. And
And
the
West
film is
still being
about
fascist.
the Stasi, who is like the state security agent, spying on a couple, a playwright and his lover.
Okay.
And they've completely bugged the whole house because they think that he's because all the artists are sort of slowly having non-socialist tendencies. So
Yeah.
they bug the house, and his job is to spy on them and learn everything. But he slowly starts to sympathize with them, and he starts to cover up for them as they start to reveal information. Turns out that he's a good bloke.
Good lad.
He's a really good lad.
He's one of them good Nazis.
He's the gentleman that you saw
He's
at the end
alright.
of the film with his little nanny bag.
Oh, yes. Okay. Yeah, it was very nice.
And so,
Seemed like a good lad.
what did you think about this movie, Alex?
Look, Stephanie, wait for the plane. No.
If we wait for that plane, we're going to be waiting a long time.
Yes. It's one that I actually really enjoyed a lot.
Yeah.
It's probably one of the better ones we've watched.
Definitely,
I mean, I feel
production-wise.
like every single one we've watched, the worst one has been that animated one.
Persepolis?
Yeah, with the Eye of the Tiger.
Pretty sure that was also Academy Award winning, or at least nominated.
No, that's right. The Academy have off years every now and then. They voted Crash to win. Anyway, sorry. This.
Persepolis.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
alright.
knew I got it wrong.
So what have we watched? Because in the rankings, we did Old Boy,
We did Old Boy,
Have you made a letterbox
City of
list yet?
God.
No.
City of God,
City of God, Gold,
Persepolis,
Persepolis.
and now this.
This
Lies
would be
of
number
Others.
2.
Okay.
Persepolis is just a place in
You got
Iran.
City of
It'd be-
God still first?
No, it'd be Old Boy.
Oh, you
this,
did really like that.
Old Boy
City-
number 1.
yeah,
Nice.
Old Boy, this City of God, and then
Persepolis.
Persepolis.
I would agree
Eye
with
of the
that. I
Tiger.
I did rank it lower than City of God, but I feel like it's because I haven't seen City of God in a while. I'm not sure yet. I have to give it a think. But yes,
This
it's,
one had some twists, it had some turns, had some reveals.
are
had
we allowed to
love,
sort of
had
talk about it
romance.
in a spoilery way?
Yes.
Sure, I'm not sure Michael and Braden are going to watch it.
So, I mean, at
Probably.
the end,
If you are planning, if you're listening to this at home or on the bus or wherever the hell you are in
beep.
the world,
the whole thing is that originally he doesn't have a reason to cover up for them because they're doing a really good job at not saying anything in their house. But he doesn't think his place is bugged anyway. He's very confident that it's
Okay.
not bugged. But one of his
A lot
friends,
of jokes we made during this movie
Yeah, a
about
lot of
they
jokes.
just went, so there's communists, eh? Fuck 'em. Just like
the door gets kicked in.
no, yeah,
instantly.
it's like they close the door. Fuck, I hate those communists.
Bang.
And then just boom, we got them, boys.
so basically,
Confetti
originally
cannons.
they have no reason to get these people on anything. But one of his best friends, an artist who a
Gary
director. No, not Gary
not
Oldman.
Gary
That was
Oldman.
someone else. A director who had been blacklisted from the industry because he had anti-socialist tendencies, kills himself. He hangs himself and he dies. And it sort of brings to the attention the fact that a lot of artists killed themselves. The suicide rates, especially among artists in East Germany, have been completely swept under the rug and never reported about, and no one ever talks about it. So he wrote this entire expose on what was going on in East Germany and what the real Germany was like, and he sent it off. And the entire time when he's plotting this,
Yeah.
the informant, the guy who's spying on them, is creating his own narrative, is completely innocent doings. Oh yeah, he's just writing a play. He's talking about
Bullshitting.
Yeah, nice.
yeah, it's completely bullshitting it. And yeah, so yeah, it's really there's rape themes.
Yep.
And stuff like that. They want to get rid of him because of his lover is a famous actress with a lot of sex appeal and things like that.
Right.
So yeah, it was very interesting.
I enjoyed it.
I
liked
thought it was going to be about
the twists and turns were good.
Nazis.
especially the one with
Because you'd
the,
never seen this before.
especially the one with the ink at the end.
Yeah, there were a lot
I
of
was like,
that was a
"Whoa,
clever
That
reveal.
was cool. Because like we all knew it. It was like we were just waiting for the characters to find it out.
There is a scene like he has 2 typewriters. One of them he's using to write his, as he would, is scripts because he's a playwright. The other thing is a special typewriter with a red ribbon, red ink to write his expose. It's the only one they could find.
Okay.
And he had to hide it under a floorboard.
Cool.
And he's been doing that. And then originally they kidnap his lover, and she reveals, that it's
he's
under there
got
after
one
like
hiding.
Helicopter?
torture and threats.
Yes.
Like they
What's
keep
next?
Pardon?
I believe next would be
A
a blimp
Zeppelin.
crashing
A
into
Zeppelin.
A fool's
Hey.
huge
Yeah.
The
Zeppelin.
Hindenburg.
Yeah, they rocks up.
If a hot air balloon lands in your backyard, Alex, then we've got the trifecta.
Yeah, right. What the hell? And can it go away?
Yeah. I booked the Spitfires to do
Did you?
a sky show.
Jesus Christ! Do they know we're recording an episode? Seriously?
Just selfish, I know.
right? We should put a big on-air sign on
right.
the roof.
So she ends up confessing the location of the typewriters there because after it comes out, they're like, "Who the hell wrote this?"
Yeah.
Everyone's like, "Who the hell?" And
Who did it?
They suspect it's
Who
him.
done it?
She tells them where it is after much like prying and everything, and he immediately runs after it and tries and he takes out the typewriter from the board because he knows
Okay,
where the
yeah.
secret spot is. He's in on all of it because he's playing.
Yeah,
both
he's
sides.
playing both sides. He's a bit of a double agent.
And he hides the typewriter, and events happen. She ends up dying. This lover. And
Man, events.
she kills herself
Oh,
because
okay, yeah.
she feels so guilty because she thinks he's been caught. She doesn't realize the typewriter has been taken from the spot.
Hasn't realized it's moved.
And he thinks, the playwright
Classic Romeo
thinks
and
that
Juliet.
his lover was the one who hid the typewriter after ratting him out.
Right.
And eventually, it's only years after the wall falls down, and he's like looking at all the stuff that was written about him because he finds out that his place was bugged eventually.
Yeah.
He goes looking through all the documentation, and he sees one of the things that this informer had written about him had red ink on it.
Right.
And he realizes now that he must, because the rim was a bit faulty, he was
Yeah.
getting it all over his hands. So it was a very, really
Good
clever
move.
reveal.
Very
So-
interesting.
What was that like? So I only saw the last minute. It was literally this dude in the bookstore buying a book, and it had like
Yeah. So the
inscription on the inside of it.
So in all of the transcripts that were written about this playwright during the time he was being spied on, it was just signed the initials of the man who was doing it.
Yeah.
MSW or
That was
something
an
like
X, I
that.
think.
XX
Yeah.
MSW.
Gossip Girl.
And he ended up finding out who it was, but he was too hesitant. He didn't approach him. He saw him. He was going to go up and say thank you to him, but didn't know what to do. So he
Yeah.
ends up becoming famous and writing a book, and he dedicates the book to the informer.
Nice.
And he
Okay, so
bought
that dude
found the
at
book.
the end was the one that was spying,
Yeah,
right? Yeah,
and
okay,
realizes that he dedicated the book to him. So yeah, it was really touching.
Nice.
It was
That's really
quite- it
cool.
was- yeah.
That's really cool.
There you go.
Now, Alex, the question is, next week will be Michael's segment. Are we going to introduce that, by the way?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't have music for you yet.
It's fine.
Sorry, we'll work on it.
We got a switch up happening.
Yeah.
Michael's had it too cushy for too long.
We've got
Steph's pissed.
That's it.
We've got you. What do you remember the name of it?
No.
It's Michael's Haunted House.
I had Fast and Furious. Alex is watching international films. Braden had scary movies. Now it's your turn.
So now I've got scary movies.
Well, I
Yes.
mean, what else don't you like?
Do you like other things? What do you like? What are you into?
What are you?
Nothing.
Nothing is enjoyable.
So we have to find the most content for you to watch.
You do.
Black and white movies, I reckon.
Das Boot.
Black and white movies for Michael.
Oh, you hate
Essays
that.
about original classical Hollywood and film noir.
No thanks. Anyway,
Silent
I
movies.
shall be watching a horror movie next week.
Yes.
That's right. So, yes.
Do you have an
but,
idea? What you want to
I have
watch?
no idea yet.
All right.
but the week after, it'll be back to us, Alex. And my question to you now to determine the next film that we watch. Do you want to go to France, Greece, or Sweden?
Sweden, obviously. Surely.
Let's go to Sweden.
We're going to go to Sweden?
That's IKEA, this bitch.
Okay.
Sweet.
IKEA, this bitch.
Interesting. Well,
All right.
we'll catch our foreign correspondents in a fortnight's time when they travel all the way to Sweden.
I will just announce the name of the film so that if people would
People
like
can
to
watch
watch
it.
it. The movie is called Force Majeure.
Force majeure.
Oh, we
Very
play them in basketball.
Oh my god.
Very nice. Well, thank you, Steph and Alex, for our foreign correspondent segment.
Very welcome.
That was a odd part of the song to hear just as a
right.
little clip. It was just the little the part that repeated. It's very strange.
There we go.
What's everybody here been watching lately?
Well, I mean, you've only got one thing, so how about you?
And you spoke about it last week.
Been watching DuckTales. Woo! Michaela and I finished season 1. We're in season 2. Fuck, this show's the funniest thing on earth. I love it so much. Honest to God, it's the season 1 finale was actually a wow, a big moment. And that's season 1 finale is where they got
Don Cheadle.
Don Cheadle to come and play.
I haven't even watched
Donald
the
Duck.
show, and I can.
Thank
You
you.
already
I couldn't
know.
remember the actor's name. I was going to say Rhodey.
War Machine. You're right.
Yeah,
you're right.
exactly. But yeah, people, if you got free time on your hands, go watch DuckTales. It's really good.
What about you, Alex? You normally get left to last.
I've got the longest list, eh?
Always.
Jeepers.
All right, but I'm sure I can guess which one you want to talk about.
Which one? There's a couple, actually.
Oh.
I don't know, you know, we're just...
The Ghoul Slayers.
Thank you.
What about the Ghoul
I should
Slayers?
just give it to you.
Ghostbusters is one that I watched.
How was that?
Yeah, Michael and I went to go see it in theaters.
Very nice.
You know, top 3 favorite films of all time. What else can you say? First time I've ever seen it in theaters, so that was kind of cool.
That's cool. That's a special moment.
I had watched bits and pieces of it like before.
Yeah.
Oh,
but-
you'd never seen the
No,
whole thing?
I've never seen the whole thing. It was
What'd you think?
I pretty much I really liked it. Bill Murray's
It's just fun,
hilarious.
isn't it?
It is fun. It is.
Dude, that you forget the scene when they go visit the mayor has so many like classic moments in it.
It's just like
From-
I'll miss that guy.
Yeah, from I'll miss that guy. I'm gonna miss him. I'm gonna get you a nice flower arrangement, and then no, I'm gonna get him a nice fruit basket. So I'm gonna do it for you. And then when it goes cats and mass hysteria, cats and dogs living together, and then Dickless over here turned off the thing. Is this true? Yes. This man has no dick. It's
So
just
good.
that scene's amazing, and then. Also, Ernie Hudson just be like, hey, I haven't been working with these guys, but I've seen shit that will turn you white.
So good.
Yeah, I mean, look, you feel bad for Ernie Hudson always in
Yeah.
the film because he comes in so late, and you know, Sigourney Weaver's hot.
Sigourney Weaver's great.
Yeah, you forget how
forget
good you look as she used. Like she
You forget
was.
that Sigourney Weaver's in this film sometimes.
Yeah.
Like
I
if you're
forgot
not
until they brought it
if you're
up
not
before.
thinking about it, you're like,
It's crazy because
yeah.
like you'd think that they had to convince her to do it, and she was just like, "No, I'm in." She needed no convincing at all. The whole thing was this movie is that it was not going to be made unless Bill Murray was in it, and Bill Murray apparently was like. They didn't know if they had Bill Murray until the day before shooting.
Oh,
damn.
Yeah, because he just ghosted them for a while.
Ghosted him.
Let him sweat. That's how you get more money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yes, Ghostbusters,
He
fantastic.
might have just been
Amazing.
watching like a Chicago like Cubs game or something.
Yeah.
Be like, all right, I'm here now. What's up?
Guys, I did it. I watched all of the Lord of the Rings
Damn.
extended editions.
Jeez.
I like to say I did it all in one day, but I watched the first half of Fellowship the night before, and then I came in the next day. I watched the second half of Fellowship, all of Two Towers, all of Return of the King in the
That's
same day.
Still
That's
so
still a
much.
big commitment.
our previous one was what we watched a disco night for 6
Disco
nights
night.
straight. Yeah,
Disc and I. That's you know, just having to get up halfway through the movie and change discs over is absurd.
Have they not done like updated editions of them? They still don't even fit on
You just
a
gotta-
Blu-ray?
You just gotta
That's
like,
crazy.
like halfway through the movie. And you know what? Return it to the Fellowship of the Ring, which is my favorite, by the way.
Yeah.
Has the best cut point for it.
Yeah.
Like the rest of them are kind of fine. Return of the King's alright when they get the big wolf head to come in and knock down the gates of Gondor. Minas Tirith. That's the one. Anyway, so in Fellowship, it's just Pippin going, right, where are we going? And then it cuts.
Nice. Oh, I love that.
So yeah, I did it all in one day. You know, Lord of the Rings is fantastic. Fellowship is still my favorite
Yeah,
I'd
Fellowship's the
agree with
best
you.
one.
Yeah.
because I like seeing them all together.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just a fun adventure.
Yeah, it starts off really like fun as well with all the celebrations and
All the Shire
fireworks.
stuff is
yeah.
That's the
great.
thing, though. So I've only mainly throughout my life have seen the extendeds.
Yeah.
So when I start talking to my friends about them that haven't seen the extendeds or not as well known with the extendeds, I'm just like, yeah, the scene where like I love the flashback where you see Boromir and Faramir in the Two Towers with their dad and Minas Tirith, and he's like, "What are you talking about? Boromir's not in Two Towers at all." I'm like, "Yes, he is.
Yeah.
Like, he's in that flashback," and they're like, "No, he's not." I'm just like, "Not in the extended cut, I guess." Then
There you
not
go.
in
The
theatrical.
one I was most shocked about is in the non-extended versions. You don't see Sauron's death. It's kind of
Saruman.
Saruman. That's the
You
one.
don't see Saruman's
Yeah.
death. Like in the extended, he falls off the tower and gets impaled.
Yeah.
And he dies.
It's kind of
And-
just
But
it's
implied
only-
that he's
And
dead,
then
isn't
he's
it?
got the little
crystal.
Yes.
At the
crystal.
top of his staff,
But
isn't it?
No, it's in his robes and it falls out into
Oh,
the water.
yeah,
And
that's
Mary
right, yeah.
picks it up.
And what
In the-
happens in the original?
in the original, you just hear Treebeard go, "Oh, the White Wizard has no power here," and then Mary picks up the thing in the water.
Yeah.
That's it.
I was going to say,
It's just kind of implied
I
instead
think
of you
that's
seeing
the one
it.
that I've seen.
I remember-
that's theatrical.
I remember only
Right.
watching the theatrical, and then I've seen the extendeds once.
And the Mouth of
and I watched it, and
Sauron.
I was like, whoa.
The Mouth of Sauron is not in the theatricals, where that guy comes out that looks like he hasn't brushed his teeth in forever, and he's got blood coming through the gaps in his teeth, and he's just having to go Aragorn. He pulls out Frodo's chainmail, and it's just like he's dead.
But do you blame them?
Huh?
Because if
No,
they
he's
kept
so
him
cool.
in,
Put
if
that on
they
a
kept
theatrical
everything
screen.
in, I mean, it would just be ridiculous.
I don't think I could watch his theatricals now. I'd
Nah,
be
you
like,
wouldn't.
Where's
Too-
this?
Too,
Where's
like,
this?
too used to like, seeing so
Concerning
much stuff.
the whole part in the beginning of the Fellowship when Bilbo's talking about the hobbits and their habits and
Yeah.
everything about the hobbits, it's not in the theatrical.
Yeah, it just cuts through so
I'm
quickly.
just like,
Yeah.
yeah. I was like, what?
There's just so many like world building things as well that kind of get skipped over, I guess.
Anyway, sorry, I should stop talking about Lord of the Rings. So it was going to be for an hour.
Okay, then keep your secrets.
They're so good. Fellowship. I mean, like I said, Fellowship's a
Here we
5. Fellowship's a 5 out of 5. Two Towers is 4.5 out of 5. Return of the King's a 5 out of 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all really
It's
good.
hard. The only problem with Return of the King is that it's got like 8 different endings,
Yeah,
and it's
a lot.
4.5 hours long.
Big boy.
Oh my god.
Yep.
Was that your
hours.
like the foreign film you were talking about? It's going to be like 24 hours or something.
Oh
It was-
yeah, it's a ridiculous
wasn't it like-
amount of time.
No, wasn't it like a month long or something?
Yeah, it was like
There was one you found that was a month long.
Anyway,
Anyway.
Alex, keep going.
I watched all the Indiana Jones films as well over the
Now,
weekend.
give us a breakdown of each Indiana Jones
I can.
film.
I can.
No,
I know you can.
No,
I'm joking.
No,
Have you seen them?
I've seen Indiana Jones. Yes.
All of them?
Yes.
Which one's your favorite? What, do you
the
have a
first
favorite?
one.
I saw your ratings that you gave for. I didn't see what you gave the first one
5
because
out of
it was
5.
already gone past. Yeah, I assumed 5. out of
Beautiful. It's amazing.
5. And
best
then I
one.
saw as it like Temple Doom dips.
No,
and it goes
here's the
back
thing.
up.
Here's the thing. Temple of Doom gets shit on way too much.
It does.
Temple of Doom's fucking great.
I just
Yeah.
can't distinguish them from one another.
Temple of Doom.
Temple of
that
Doom.
movie.
Kalima. He rips the dude's heart.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like the
Yeah.
tribal dude rips the.
That's
dude's
the
heart
first
out.
one I ever
Yeah.
saw when I
Yeah.
was real young too. So that kind of fucked me up.
And they eat out of the monkey skull.
Yeah,
and
they're
stuff.
having chilled monkey brains.
Yeah.
You'd hate Last Crusade with all the rats.
Yeah, no, I do remember that as well. That's a bit triggering.
Anyway, sorry. So yeah, Raiders of the Lost Ark is a perfect film. You cannot improve upon that film at all. It's amazing. Temple of Doom, that movie has feels like it's only 2 acts.
Yeah.
It's so fast paced. It's a little bit. I think it might be a little bit longer than
have a look.
than Raiders, but it feels way shorter. That movie flies by. That pacing in that movie is some of the best pacing in any films I've ever seen, and it's the. I watched a reviewer who, after I watched the release day, like a kind of video essay on it, and he was like, "This was the last Spielberg film to actually be dark, gritty, and violent," because this was the movie famously that brought in the PG-13 rating. A little bit
Teeny
short.
tiny bit longer.
Oh, is it? It feels so much faster.
Yeah.
This was the movie that brought in this and Gremlins together brought in the
Yeah.
PG-13 rating in America, because this was rated PG, and it's got scenes where people are getting their hearts ripped out. Like, it's so dark. Child slavery.
And because
and
the first one
parents-
was such a fun
Yeah.
romp, parents going to take them to Temple Doom.
And parents were like, this is not appropriate for kids. So it got slammed. It got destroyed. And I think it's I don't know. I love it to death.
oh, yeah, it's great fun.
I actually like it a bit more than Last Crusade, but I think I rated Last Crusade higher.
You did by like half a star.
Yeah. But Last Crusade's great. That seems to be a lot of people's favorite.
Last Crusade is really good. Though.
Raiders is my favorite.
Yeah.
Just because, I don't know.
We don't have to worry about the fourth one being anyone's favorite.
Fourth one,
I did see your rating. I was
Three out of
honestly
5.
surprised. Yeah.
it's good.
Yeah?
Okay. It's just got really dumb moments in it.
Yeah.
It's got,
You like the ending.
I don't even consider that a dumb moment, because I don't
Wasn't
care.
it aliens in the
Yeah,
end?
but that's something that doesn't bother me.
I know,
because-
that's the kind of like
'cause
mystical shit you'd
legit,
expect.
Indy 3 is about finding the Holy Grail,
Yeah.
and it being real, and Sir Richard is there.
Yeah.
And see, when that happens, and then the Ark of the Covenant.
Ark of the Covenant
just-
contains like the souls of
Yeah.
all of these people.
do
what the
people
fuck?
forget that the Ark of the Covenant just murders and melts people?
Yeah.
And then the Last Crusade works. The Holy Grail works, and
Yep.
that's a thing that exists. Temple of Doom, voodoo exists. That's
Yep.
something that happens. And then people go, aliens, no.
We can't accept
I just think
aliens.
it's because you're completely getting sci-fi is a completely different genre to fantasy
Well,
and
true.
medieval. Like, you're talking futuristic to past. What's the same? What's the word
It's
for
like when
past?
Transformers tried to say that Transformers did the pyramids.
I mean, but the two dumbest things in this movie by far are Indy getting in the fridge and surviving a nuclear blast.
Yes.
My God, what
That's
a moment.
so stupid.
It's the dumbest thing in the world.
And Shia swinging with monkeys
Yes.
in the forest. That's dumb as fuck.
That's where you're like, oh, they're trying to make it go to a kid's film.
That's when two things, and like,
But it's not.
I would have liked to see Indy 5 with Shia in it again.
Yeah.
I would have liked to see
They
that. 'cause
totally could
I
have.
like him as Mutt.
Did he really get a tattoo recently on his big
Yeah,
chest tattoo?
everyone's mad about this because he's in this film called, I can't remember what the film's called, but it's David Ayer's new film.
Right.
And everyone thought you cast a white guy as a Mexican character.
The tax collector.
Yeah. Everyone's he legit got tattoos too. All the tattoos you see on him are real.
Dude.
He
Oh
got
my
them for the role.
God, his method acting is just bonkers.
He's great though.
I mean, yeah, he's a good actor.
Anyway, so
This
Yeah.
photo of him, I highly recommend anyone at home look this up because he looks badass.
Right.
as
He
fuck.
does.
So
I've
everyone's
seen
like,
him.
you've cast him as a Mexican person. Like, that's what are you doing? And then the director's come out and he goes, no, he is a white character who's grown up in a Mexican neighborhood.
Yeah.
Good.
That's it. He's like, he's not Mexican.
That's it.
I appreciate them coming out and saying
Yeah,
that.
the director had to say that. Like,
Yeah.
apparently Velma's a lesbian now.
Yeah,
That
I
came
saw
out
that.
today. Who cares? It doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's the kind of thing where I did see someone comment on that where they were like, look, if you didn't make it like transparent enough when the show was running, and now that after it's like ended, you have to come out
But
and
like,
say that.
as a kid,
it doesn't really
As
matter.
it doesn't
kid,
count when you're just
I
doing it in
never have
retrospect.
watched a cartoon and be like, wonder
Lesbian.
what sexuality they are.
Yeah.
Never.
You don't care about that. You're watching
their.
their adventures and shit.
And someone should go tell Velma from Scooby Doo 2 if that's
I know,
true, right?
yeah.
Because she straight up gets horned up for Seth Green.
Yeah.
Yeah, full was it late
Is it Seth Green?
latex?
The full
Yeah.
latex suit. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
Seth
Green. Yeah, she
Yeah.
gets horned up for that man. So anyway, and I watched Back to the Future today.
It's one of my top favorite films
Back
of
to
all
the
time.
Future. It feels like it's everyone's.
Yeah,
I feel like that being everyone's top
I feel
five.
like anyone who is even slightly into movies at all
Another very
just
perfectly
kind of
paced
loves Back to
film.
the Future.
Yeah.
Like I watched that movie and I was like, okay, I'm like half an hour into it. It was like an hour and a bit. I was like, fuck, okay.
Yeah.
But the one thing I want to talk about, fuck, this movie called Palm Springs came out to Hulu, July 10th. It came out in Hulu. This is the highest, the most expensive film from Sundance ever.
Ooh,
'Cause
okay.
I'm not sure if you guys know how Sundance works. A lot of the movie makers and like filmmakers bring their movies to Sundance that don't have distribution already, and then studios go, they watch the films, they buy them, they bid and they buy
Yeah.
them. Sundance is the most expensive film to come out of that. It was the highest bid. It was tied when they got the initial offer because this is the Lonely Island
Yeah.
production. It was tied for the number one, the highest.
Yeah.
And because of the Lonely Island, they went, hey, offer us 69 more cents. So they've broken the record for Sundance by 69 cents.
That is the most Lonely Island thing.
Yeah.
Those beautiful bastards.
So that's just about a little bit behind. So it broke the record for Sundance.
God
This movie's fantastic.
fantastic.
You watch the trailer and go, this is just going to be a wacky comedy. It's Groundhog Day with an extra plus one.
yeah. It's,
Which really makes it a lot better, doesn't it? You know, it's
Yeah.
always fun when you're in it with someone else.
That's the whole thing behind it, though. It brings up a lot of the conversations because, like, I don't want to go too far into the plot of this movie.
you're
Andy
recommending
Samberg-
people go watch this because
Yeah.
you don't want to spoil it for people.
Yeah, it's got the same premise of ground. It's an infinite timely situation, and Andy Samberg and Kristen Maloney, I think it is.
Yep.
or,
Yeah.
Melody.
Melody, thank you. She was the mother in How I Met Your Mother.
Yeah.
And she was also Jordan Belfort's first wife in Wolf of Wall Street.
Nice.
It was a cough, burp, and then dab.
Yeah.
Anyway, everyone should go. This movie's got everything. This movie's got action. It's hilarious. Surprisingly, it's got a lot of heart to it.
I got that from the trailer. I was like,
Yeah.
the few things I see with this, like, obviously they did end up doing a lot of action, like, which you see in the trailer.
Yeah.
Just playing around with that whole, the
Yeah.
time
You
loop
got
shit.
nothing to lose, sort of
Yeah.
thing.
And so obviously you get a bit of action with that. But then I was like, okay, cool. Obviously they're going to do a lot of comedy with it. But then it looked like it was getting really, like,
Well,
real.
It kind of brings up the question where it's like Andy Samberg's character is very much of the mindset where nothing we do matters.
yeah.
Like and then she's got a different mindset. And basically the best way to describe this movie, it's like, that 1 20-minute period in Groundhog Day where he's just like, I'm going to rob banks, I'm going to kill myself, I'm
Yeah.
going to do this. It's that, but as a full movie.
Damn. All right.
Yeah, I'm very excited. I want to give that a watch.
I do too.
I think-
it looked really good from the trailer.
I think everyone should check this out, and
Yes,
we can maybe
I-
report back next week.
I gave it a
give it some spoiler talk.
4. I think I gave it a 4 out of 5. It should. I think I might give it high. I watched it again. I watched it with mum and dad.
Yes.
And mum and dad really liked it. I was like, all right, this movie must be good then.
Because they're really tough critics.
Yes, that especially yes, Ashley, yes.
Yeah, there you go.
Anyway, but this would be my number 1 of the year,
Ooh.
except for the gentleman came out.
What? That was like a gunshot.
Yeah, well, you know,
All right, that's a bit
It's
dramatic.
the helicopters and shit going around.
this is America.
Someone's playing fucking San Andreas out here.
Anyway, if the gentleman didn't come out this year, it'd be number 1. But technically, I saw the gentleman last year,
Technically-
so I could even boost it to
So
number
you
1.
could, yeah.
I don't know, but
Hey, you'll be lucky if you make a top 10 this year.
I have a top 10.
You do?
Yeah, you want to hear it?
Oh, is there some shit on there?
Yeah,
Perfect.
top
I
10.
want
It's a bit shit.
I want a top 10 update on 2020.
Are you ready? My top 10 is it's sad, really. It's number 11. Honorable mention, not
Yep.
making it to the top
Oh,
10.
God.
Birds of Prey.
Hey, oh, Birds of Prey. I like
Number
that.
10, Lovebirds, a movie that came out on Netflix.
Oh, yes.
Number 9, Emma.
Yep.
Hey.
Number 8, Onward.
Yep.
Number 7, Bad Boys for Life.
Okay, nice. That's
Number
pretty
6, The Five Bloods.
high. Yeah, good.
Number 5, The Invisible Man.
Yep.
Number 4, The King of Staten Island.
Yes, good.
Number 3, The Way Back.
Yeah.
Number 2, Palm Springs.
Yep.
Number 1, The Gentleman.
Okay.
Nice.
Fair.
Oh,
That's
well. That's
very
not bad.
interesting.
Yeah.
It's not as bad as I was expecting,
No.
but then there's still like surprises for what I would expect you to have in there. Now, Michael, Steph, what are you guys been watching?
I'll fly through.
I'm sorry.
Mine.
I'm so sorry.
Because of rambling on about This Is the End last
Yes.
week, I had to go watch it. I literally watched it like that night.
Are we going to do a deep dive into this again?
No,
No. Okay.
I mean, there's nothing else to
I
uncover.
rewatched Knives Out last night.
Very nice.
Still good.
Did you guess who had done it before they did it?
No,
I think I rewatched that last week and I didn't write it down.
Nice.
obviously when I saw Ghostbusters, watched High School Musical 2 the other night.
Oh, cool. Thanks for the invite.
Watched
I honestly was a bit shocked when I looked through the
Yeah,
letterboxd
right.
and I was like, wait,
How
Michael
rude.
watched
Wasn't
High School
my
Musical
choice.
2
How rude.
without
Wasn't my
Alex?
choice.
Oh, that's all right. I've just been putting off to watch. I'm hurt.
watched Milan the night after.
That's fine.
Started watching Community, but with someone again. So this
Nice.
time, so it's not just me binging it the whole way
Yeah.
through.
You get-
we've been on it for about a week, and
get to
I'm still in
experience
season 1, so I'm
Someone
very
else
shocked.
seeing a new thing.
And I've only watched the first episode, but I'm getting started into Parks and Rec.
Very
so
nice.
You got
probably-
to get through the first season.
Yeah. So next week I'll probably have more to talk about. I only did get through the first episode.
First season's good. It's rough because Chris Pratt's a villain.
Yeah. But
yeah.
I didn't find the first episode too bad. It was,
Yeah.
it was pretty interesting. I laughed a couple of times. So hopefully, I've heard it get obviously, like Alex was saying, it gets better. So
It's got a great theme song.
it does.
It does have a good theme song. I'll give it that.
So yeah, Steph.
Steph.
What have I been watching? Actually, something I didn't record on my letterbox was Force Awakens. I watched that. I watched it with my dad because he'd never seen it before. It was on TV. I was at my dad's.
He liked it, didn't he?
He was like halfway through. No, he said it was all right. But like halfway through, he's like, these are getting a bit predictable now, aren't they?
'Cause
And
it's A New Hope.
I said, how? How so? He goes, oh, well, you know, Han's going to go talk to his son. He's going to come back some. He's going to come back to him. They're going to be happy families. And I'm like, oh, yeah, you're right. You're right.
Oh,
And
Dad,
then
you've got him.
Got him to the end.
So, you know, that was that. But what I watched Princess Diaries 1 and 2 because I was with my sisters.
Damn
You gave
straight.
him the
I just
same
love them.
rating.
I just love them. Pardon?
You gave him the same rating.
Did I?
Yeah.
The same?
Problem is Princess Diary 2 is better than Princess Diaries 1.
Oh, just because it's got
But they're
gorgeous
both
man. The
Chris
gorgeous
really,
man.
And
really
also
good.
the really fun slide. The stair slide, the slip over.
They're
Isn't
just
that the
such
best?
fun movies. I just love them. Oh, but my God, her friend.
I'm going to have to dip out again for a second like I always do.
Her
Okay.
friend pisses me off so much.
That's
I
understandable.
just can't stand her. It's almost enough to make me not want to watch the movie just because she's so unlikable. And
You
I
gotta
know
watch
she's
it.
supposed to be that way, but I also kind of think they wanted to be like, oh, she's sassy.
Yeah.
But it's like, she just annoys me.
Just doesn't come
She just
across that
annoys
way.
me.
Fun story about Princess Diaries. They books that they like obviously like refer to and stuff. In year 8, my teacher, I had a very good relationship with the class, and I was this was back in the days when Braden was
Teacher's
still
pet.
young and a bit of a jokester.
Oh,
and
class clown.
Yeah, a bit of an extrovert. We had an afternoon session where just before the end of school, we had a entire class period where I became the teacher and she just went and sat down and joined the class. And it was this entire thing where it was, all right, cool, Braden's just the teacher now. And so I was just like, all right, cool, what does everyone want to do? Because like,
Did you have many friends, Braden?
yeah, a little bit.
All right.
I'm just
Fucking call out.
I'm kidding.
Just trying to make him think about his life.
I'm just comparing that to my schooling time when the kid that was chosen to take charge of the class was like,
You.
Oh no, this
Not
was,
me.
This
I
was
was too
full
cool for
on
that.
joking around stuff. Like this is more of a stand-up comedy than it is a teaching a class or anything.
Okay.
And what else have you been watching, Steve?
And
he's finishing his story.
and it ended up just being a reading of Princess Diaries 2, the book, to
Oh,
the
there
whole
you go.
I
class.
haven't read the books, but I mean, I probably won't now. I'm a bit old for
It was hilarious in year 7 because there was a lot of talk about periods and menstrual cycles and stuff.
Fun.
And so all the boys are like, ooh, all the girls are like, Brayden has to say menstrual cycle. Anyway.
Oh, well,
what'd you watch?
yeah, no, I really like Princess Diaries 1 and 2. Like, I've just got a lot of nostalgia for them.
Very nice.
I've only ever seen 2, by the way.
Oh,
I've seen both of them.
anyway, Chris Pine. I forgot his name
You
temporarily.
didn't even
Forgot
see
his
the
name, Chris Pine.
transformation.
I care.
You didn't see the glow up.
I don't need the origin story. I
Oh,
just,
no, it's so good. Mandy Moore's in it. It's just funny.
What, you
Anyway.
saying you don't need the Batman Begins for Dark Knight?
you don't.
I also watched Monsters, Inc.
This is a random one.
Yeah.
Why?
So, because it was on and we had like Disney Plus, and my sister's like, let's put on a movie. What's one that we all like? And Monsters Inc. is like my favorite Pixar movie. It's my favorite one. It's more than Toy Story.
Same.
I
That's what I would
love
say.
it. It's just so funny. And
More than
Boo
Toy
makes
Story
me want to
2?
cry. More than Toy Story 2.
It makes you want to cry.
Boo makes me want to cry from how cute she is. She's just adorable.
And there's
Her
so
little
many
voice.
iconic lines in this film.
Oh, the Abominable Snowman is my favorite. When he's like, "Don't worry, it's lemon," with the snow cones.
Yeah.
There's just the amount of times I will say something and then I'll be like,
Always
oh wait,
watching.
that's a Mike Wazowski quote.
2319. We have a 2319.
Oh my
Mike
god,
Wazowski at the end when he's
Mike
just doing
Wazowski.
stand-up comedy.
that kills me every time.
It's just the funniest. It's just so funny.
I think it's fine.
I love it. God, you think it's
I
It's
don't
the one I
love
grew
it.
up on.
Yeah, see, I don't love it.
Yeah, it's not my most
That
watched.
and Finding
or anything.
Nemo are my two ones that I'm like, I don't get the hype.
That's fair.
Finding Nemo is okay. It's good.
I
but
prefer
it's okay.
Monsters Inc. to Finding Nemo.
Like I said, Monsters Inc.'s my
Like I
fave.
said, Toy Story 2 is...
It's peak.
Yeah, Toy Story 2 is the best it gets.
Yeah.
So
The Incredibles is just really fun.
Actually, just fun fact very quickly.
Here we go.
The like hot guy in Princess Diaries 1, the one that she's got the big crush on and she like wants to, but he's not the one that's after her heart. He's just,
He's in it
he's
for
the
the-
voice
He
of
after that
Sid.
pussy.
He's the voice of
Sid
Sid
the Sloth.
in Toy Story.
Oh, John Leguizamo.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Sid in Toy Story.
I thought you meant in Ice Age.
I said Sid the Sloth.
yeah, I was about to say too. I was like,
That is John.
yeah,
That's
I'm
John Leguizamo.
thinking Sid the Sloth.
No, he hasn't done a whole lot.
It's
So yeah, I
the
watched that
sloth.
and I showed my mum The Princess Bride. She remembered halfway through. She did in fact watch it when it came out. So,
Bless.
so that's all I
That's
watched.
Anne Hathaway, isn't it? And Julie Andrews.
Yes.
Yeah.
Julie Andrews is just a queen. Like, I mean, she's
Well, she
literally
is.
a queen.
She
She
should
is.
honestly get rid of the royals. Put Julie
She
Andrews
is so
in charge.
classy,
Oh, the
but
Queen's
badass
a-
at the
the
same
Queen's
time.
cute.
Yeah, but everyone else in the family, except the
Will-
younger ones.
Will's alright.
Yeah, the
Harry.
younger ones are doing good work now.
Not a fan of Meghan, but I like Harry.
But the two of them have been doing
I
quite good
love,
work.
I love the shake-up.
Meghan
I love
was
the,
good
the
before she-
controversy.
See?
Yes.
And I like Meghan. She's
royalty.
hot.
Yeah.
That thing I
I'm
don't
not
pay
into the
attention
I'm not
to.
into the royals at all. I cannot stand the fact
Tell
that
you
the
what,
royals are still
the
a thing.
brothers can pick wives.
I love them.
Yeah. As Alex's
Can I come to
review
that
of
family dinner?
Royal Wives,
Can I come to that family dinner, please?
we're going to get into a little bit of a homework segment
we
because
don't have a jingle for
no, we don't have a jingle because Alex spent 8 hours working on the other jingle.
Brayden, what did we watch?
We watched a little thing that I completely randomly picked while we were doing the show last week. Fargo,
Fargo.
1996.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The
Oh, yeah.
film Fargo, not the series. And Francis McDormand, Steve Buscemi, and some other folks.
William
William
H.
H.
Macy.
Macy.
There you go. Very nice on the count of 3. But yeah, did anyone know what this film was about before going in and stuff?
I'd seen it.
You'd
Not
seen it
very
already?
I've seen it. Watching the show, it's very much like the show.
Okay, yep. So the vibe
Now,
is similar.
is it only Alex and I that have seen the show?
I've watched the first season, I think.
Okay.
Okay.
You get this then.
Yeah.
So I messaged Steph at one point through
It's like,
watching this.
oh my God.
So okay, I'm gonna bring up the story when we get to the park. 'cause
Okay.
I feel like we could work into the park.
Okay, yeah.
So
Just continue on. Cool. So for those of you who aren't aware of what Fargo is the sort of mishaps of trying to get money out of...
It's a bit of a black comedy, really.
Yeah,
It's extorting money.
Black
Yeah,
comedy. A salesman is trying to get his wife kidnapped by organizing it with these 2 criminals who are then going to go and kidnap his wife, and then he's going to say that they are asking for a ransom from her rich dad. so that he can have money and pay them, and
And they rip
then
them off.
mistakes ensue, and nothing goes well, and
Well, it all goes ass up because the crooks end up killing a cop and 2 random people
On their escape.
Because they're idiots.
So it kind of sets
Yeah.
sets the
sets the trail in motion
Francis McDormand onto
for what is, I say, easily the best character of this film, Frances McDormand.
She's
Oh,
awesome.
Steve Buscemi.
Steve
I do
Buscemi
like
is
Steve
good,
Buscemi.
but Frances McDormand just like she had such a warm soul to herself, and
Yeah.
she's just so
She's so wholesome.
Yeah, it's just every time she was on screen, I was like, oh, this is great.
So I noticed outside of like the crooks, like there's not heaps of interaction, but outside the crooks and the one scene with her and like the
and the 2 young prostitutes.
and the
The
guy
Asian guy? How
Oh, yes.
funny is that?
Oh my god, that's
everyone is just like
So polite.
so polite, and it's like
yeah.
it's just such like
it's the Minnesota
normal
nice
it's
attitude.
just normal conversations. Like nothing's like overly serious.
Yeah, no, they're dealing with murders and everything, and they're just like,
they're all
yeah.
discussing
Jeez.
it normally.
How you doing?
Oh, dude, that sequence where
jeez.
where Frances McDormand arrives, like that was when the film dialed up for me because I was like, oh, okay, I didn't know Steve Buscemi was in this, and we're getting through all of that stuff. The husband who organized everything is super awkward.
I love him in the movie.
He's great.
he's great.
He's so awkward though, and this
Oh,
film
jeez.
this film
Yeah, oh,
handles
jeez.
awkwardness really well, and it just holds on long pauses.
It embraces awkward.
Yeah, it takes
It's
it.
a Coen Brothers film. You gotta love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. What other Coen Brothers films had they done before this?
Probably Big Lebowski might have been before this.
Yeah. Okay.
Um,
So that gives a bit of a vibe for people who might have seen that.
yeah. They've done so much shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, just the scene when she arrives at the scene where they killed 3 people. And she kneels down to look in the car, and she's like, oh geez, yeah, there's the second one there. Oh, defensive wound. Like the accents are amazing, and the other cop, every other cop in this just being the most friendly person in the world, just
yeah.
like, oh yeah.
No, it's her lumbering around because she's pregnant.
yeah.
She just kind
It
of
just,
waddles
it just
around.
made me start watching the show again though too, because
know.
just interactions between Molly Sullivan and then Bob Odenkirk as
Oh, yeah.
as the other policeman. It's just like,
Yeah.
oh geez, he can't deal with death. He's gonna like vomit and faint every time they go to a
Oh my
murder.
god. Amazing. So yes, you were saying how you wanted to sort of connect it
Yeah,
before.
no. So I watched all of Fargo. I've seen
Yeah.
every season.
Yes.
I think you have Steph. Have you as well?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, cool. Season 1's the best.
Oh
right?
yeah.
Yeah. Season 1's the best.
So season 1's the one with Martin Freeman.
Yes.
Billy Bob Thornton.
Like I said, what's his face?
Bob
Odenkirk.
And then Colin Hanks, Tom Hanks' son.
Nice.
Yes.
And Joey King from
And the
Kissing
woman
Booth.
who plays
Nice.
Molly Solverson, whose name I've forgotten.
Yeah, I can't remember her too. But anyway,
I'm going to find out.
so
She
I
deserves
always
credit.
thought that the show wasn't attached, like it wasn't a sequel to the movie.
It was just
I
sort of
thought it
a
was just inspired, took the name,
Using the
and,
location and
using
stuff.
everything. About
Alison Tolman.
Yeah, cool. Until I watched this movie and realized that we never find out in the movie what happens
In the
to
show.
the money
Yeah.
Oh, well.
that Steve Buscemi buries.
Oh.
Because
yeah.
he just put like the rake or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Like, on
In
the
the
spot.
show,
signals it.
as soon as it happened in the movie and I saw the little red rake, I went, "That's where that dude found the money. Like that's where
That's
that money
a-
came from in season 1."
So that's a
'Cause
sequence in season
in
1.
season 1, a character is stuck on the side of the road, flat
The
tire.
supermarket king.
Yeah, the supermarket king. He's on the side of the road and starts praying to God. He's like, "God, just help me get through this." Like
Yeah.
no cars are stopping for him. And then he sees a red shovel sticking out of the snow in the distance.
Nice.
And he finds all the money. And then you're
Okay.
just like,
So now you know
Starts up
how
his
it
big business.
connects.
Yeah.
so yeah.
That's really exciting.
There you go.
That's actually really cool to have come to it from the other side. So
Yeah.
then you get this moment of going, it all makes sense.
The show is awesome. I think you'd like it.
Yeah, I do need to get
Martin
on
Freeman
the
as
show.
Lester Nygaard is
He's so
perfect.
good. Oh my
Oh
god.
jeez. Just like
Lester Nygaard
Honestly,
is
if
just
it's
such a good character.
anything with those accents,
no,
I'm
that's
in.
the actor. He's like,
Because from
That's
watching
the accent
it,
throughout the entire show, season 1,
Good.
2, and 3.
because I love it so much.
you
It's
get Ewan McGregor doing it too.
Yeah, he
so-
doesn't do it that well though.
Oh, bless him.
He needs to work on his accents.
Because season 1 is set in 2006. Season 2 is a prequel to season 1.
Yep.
And you get to see Molly's dad, played
Yeah.
by Patrick Wilson. In the Conjuring.
Oh, he's what a
He's
man.
dreamy. And then you got Jesse Plemons and Kirsten
Yeah.
Dunst, who ended up together in real life now because of that.
Damn.
Oh yeah.
And then you got on the other side of season 3, you got Ewan McGregor and
Elizabeth Winstead.
who he cheated on with his wife in real life, and then they broke up.
Yeah, wonderful stuff.
Can I just quickly go on a tangent?
Yes.
And because when you said worded it that he stages the kidnapping of his wife,
Yes.
whatever, it reminded me of a film. I don't know if I've spoken about it before, if I've asked you if you've seen it, but it's called Ruthless People.
No.
Ruthless People.
Ruthless
I do
People.
not recognize.
Is it the
name.
same premise?
It's a comedy from the 80s with Danny DeVito, Bette Midler, and
yeah.
I don't think
Judge
I can-
Reinhold.
I don't think I can watch Danny DeVito on anything ever.
And Judge
other
Reinhold.
than
Sonny.
Sonny.
Kind of ruined it for you.
Him as Frank as Sonny is iconic.
It's about a guy. It's about these two very kind people who are desperate for money, so they kidnap Danny DeVito's wife, and they put her up in very good conditions in their basement. Like they are loaded, Danny DeVito and Bette Midler.
Yep.
Kidnap her. They set her up with a treadmill, because she's a bit chubby, and she ends up toning up throughout the rest of the movie. And they give her nice food, and they're demanding a ransom from Danny DeVito, and he's just like, "That's great. I wanted my wife dead because I'm not going to pay the ransom."
He's just like,
He's
I
like-
don't care.
He's like, "I don't care."
Oh
and
my
then they're like,
God.
"Oh, this poor woman, her husband doesn't want to pay the ransom. We're going to treat her real nice."
Oh
And
my God.
it's a pretty good comedy anyway.
Bless. I was going to say that definitely comes along these lines, other than the fact that where that ends up being like they're taking care of her and everything. Like this one, just even more mistakes happen.
Yeah.
Even when
chipper.
I just mentioned that we're going to be watching this, my dad was like, wood chipper.
Yeah, the wood chip is great.
And then my dad was like, I've never seen the film. I just know that one bit. And yeah, it is great.
But that is not your homework. You're not being told to watch Ruthless People because I don't think I could find that in any streaming service.
Okay, what's your homework?
Your homework. Oh, don't
no.
act so surprised because I was tossing up between two and I've been coerced into one. But that's fine. That's fine because I want to watch them both. You will be watching The Untouchables.
Oh, whoa!
We couldn't have guessed
that.
that. Oh no.
Oh, it's untouchable.
Steph,
Well,
do you
there
want
we
to
go.
Oh,
tell
this
us a tiny bit about The Untouchables?
I have
before
no
we go?
idea. It's a mobby.
This is what
It's
happens.
a mafia movie, mob movie.
Very nice.
Thank
Very
you.
nice.
From
That's
the
all we need
80s.
to know.
That's right. We're reading
talking-
Al
we're talking
Capone and stuff.
Al Capone. There you go.
That's right. Very interesting. We will get into that next week. But for now, if you're listening to us over on Spotify or Apple Podcasts or
Why?
SoundCloud or anything, if you're on Apple Podcasts, go leave a review and then go over to Spotify and follow us there because just go to Spotify. Why wouldn't you? Honestly, we should get a Spotify sponsorship because Spotify is way better than all the others. And then if you're over on YouTube, chuck us a subscribe as well.
Just the one.
You can find.
Just
Well,
the one.
I mean, if you've got multiple accounts, you can give us multiple. That's fine. You can go check out all our stuff. We've got more fan castings we want to do down the line because we know those have been our biggest viewed things ever by far.
Indeed.
We don't do them though.
No, we don't do that. We just keep doing the show.
We're not
That's fine
sellouts.
though.
Let's just take a minute.
Yeah,
we
we-
do them when we want to.
We
Yeah.
ain't gonna Pokemon Go.
By
the
we,
show.
I mean you two, because I had nothing to do with the X-Men fan casting.
We
Yeah, neither of us did.
No.
Yeah, I was gonna say it was like Alex and I doing that. Like we were like crazily doing that over
It was late.
like a Skype call one night. It was there's a whole table that I have to now find, but that's fine. And then you can go check us out over on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter if you're on the socials. We're not.
If you're crazy.
And yeah, as always, I'm Braden.
I'm Steph.
I'm Alex.
And I'm Michael.
And we're out of here.